All right, Halo fans, sit down and listen in. I have a feeling I'm going to piss some of you off, but at least hear me out first. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for clicking on today's video. Let's go ahead and just dive right in. Should Halo Infinite have a Battle Royale mode? I think this is a pretty simple question to answer, but it's also got some complexities behind it at the same time. Hear me out first before you go jumping down into the comments. At its core, Halo is a game that made a true statement in arena-based gameplay. It's that classic red versus blue. It's a 4v4, you're loading into Lockout or the Pit, or it's a Guardian. It's a game that you can pick up and lone wolf if you really just want to jump in and have some fun, but it's all centered around map knowledge and team gameplay. The best Halo players in the world knew everything about map control, when power weapons and equipment would spawn, where their enemy would spawn, how to corner people, and ultimately how to move around the map more than any casual could ever imagine. Then you can start adding in things like 8v8 in big team battle. You start adding in objective-based game modes like Oddball, Capture the Flag, King of the Hill. All of those add just layers on top of Halo being an arena-based shooter. Halo was built on all of that, and personally, it's something I'll always gravitate towards because it's not something that's simple as picking up a gun and shooting your enemy. There's a lot more strategy involved when you want to get competitive inside of a Halo multiplayer game. At this point, we've already experienced 2 Halo Infinite flights, and personally, I think that this game is going to be absolutely special for the Halo franchise. It feels like 343 has really listened to not only veteran players, but new players alike to add in a lot of core components to make Halo Halo, while also giving it that next-gen feel. The gunplay, equipment, vehicles, movement, all of it feels really good so far. Of course, there's some things that need to be tuned here and there, but luckily there's a lot of time left before the game launches on December 8th. All of this talk about how Halo was built boils down to one thing: Halo's sandbox. In other words, that's the environment of Halo and everything that interacts within that environment. The weapons, equipment, vehicles, objects, the map itself, all of that is a part of Halo's sandbox. Personally, I love Halo's sandbox and all of the different things that you can do within it. It feels like every day there's a new trick shot clip coming out, somebody launching themselves across a map just to get a sniper kill, and it also provided a lot of really cool custom game modes like Jenga from Halo 3. All of these things added elements on top of Halo just being a simple point and shoot game. So all of that brings me to this. Should Halo Infinite have a Battle Royale mode? In my honest opinion, I think Halo Infinite would make a great Battle Royale. I think the current sandbox in Halo Infinite and the way that it's set up would support a BR very, very well. On top of that, I think it would just be more unique to have the Halo universe, the weapons, the vehicles, everything about it be included in that sort of game mode. Let's face it, Battle Royales have changed the gaming landscape as all of us know it. We're no longer launching games that are a simple arena-based shooter or campaigns only. The Battle Royale game mode is not going away anytime soon, and there's a lot of BRs out there that add their own unique elements to it to make that genre special. BRs are something that's highly in demand right now. It's easy to capture people's attention, and it's fun to watch. Not only could a BR be fun to play in Halo's sandbox, but it would also do really well for attracting new players to the franchise. Let alone just being fun to play, I think it would lend itself very well to the franchise to have a Battle Royale mode. I'm not here to say that a BR would make or break Halo. I haven't quite figured that portion out yet, but I think it would do really well to have a BR in its arsenal to keep it relevant with a lot of the other popular titles that are out there, like Warzone or Apex or Fortnite, whatever your flavor is. The core Halo community is very old school, and I'm willing to bet that there's a lot of people out there, partially myself included, that would love to see Halo stick to its core components, being an arena-based shooter. However, it's not just about the core Halo community anymore. With Halo multiplayer being announced as free when the game launches, there's a huge opportunity from 343 and the Halo community to attract a lot of brand new players to the franchise. I'm very optimistic for the game once it launches to have a lot of new people at least try the game out because it's going to be free. However, 343 has a job to do when trying to keep the title relevant with the things that it's going to be adding in. Now, that said, we did talk about how Halo, at its core, is an arena-based shooter. And we've already heard about the things that Halo is not going to be launching with on December 8th. Halo is not going to be launching with a co-op mode for campaign, nor is it going to be launching with a Forge mode or custom map builder. Not having those two core components in a Halo game at launch makes it a little hard for me to fight for a BR until we get those in the game. I think that needs to be a focus of 343 to get those in and make sure that they're well polished before trying to add anything new into the game. If you think about it, if Halo decides to launch with a BR but doesn't have Forge or co-op, that's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. Let's dial those things in first, and then we can add all the fun stuff later. All in all, yes, I do think Halo can have a BR. I think a Halo BR would be fun to play, and I think it would do really well for the franchise in adding in a lot of new players to the player base. However, I want to focus on the core things that makes Halo Halo. Make sure we have the arena mode, it plays well, and it's polished. Make sure we have a Forge mode, and we can get those custom maps and community-made maps in the rotation. Make sure co-op launches and it's done really well. I personally love Halo campaigns. I love playing them with different friends, getting to experience the story, the lore of the Halo universe. So I want to make sure that all of that is done. So those are my thoughts, but I'm curious to hear yours. Should Halo Infinite have a BR, whether it's at launch or after the fact? Do you think that Halo needs a BR in order to survive as a franchise? Or would you rather it stick to its core components and being an arena-based shooter? I appreciate you guys watching. If you like the topic, make sure you click that thumbs up button. Also, if you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. That way, when I drop a new video or if I go live, you'll get that notification. Don't forget to drop your comments down below. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.